Kelly Janae with Ethereal Ecology, and you are watching the Reducing the Dosage series. I am making a video today because it's been about 2 weeks since I have been studying on 62.5 milligrams of Lamotrigine, and I have noticed some slightly subtle changes in my mind that I realized yesterday evening could possibly be major side effects of me having gotten off of, or me doing this process of getting off of prescription medication. And that pattern in my mind is that it will not shut the F up. It will not be quiet. It's constant. And of course, this has to do a lot with just the fact that I'm planning business, worldly things right now, which is just, I'm pretty much over it at this point. You can just let me be loose and let me have faith and just flow with the universe, because I'm done at this point. But so done. But my mind has just been constantly racing, like when you realize you're walking in the woods and it's just blah 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 blah, and like all it's saying is I need to do this and I need to do that, and there's this going on, and then there's this iteration of that other thing, and then maybe we should worry about this because it's nothing to worry about, but like let's worry about it anyways, just in case it will be something to worry about like 3 years from now. And this is enough to make a person go absolutely insane. And I'm pretty sure people do go insane because of these things. And my mind is prone to these patterns and of constantly thinking and planning and strategizing because I have always been that way, I guess. I'm college educated to a high degree, and just you are taught to use your thinking brain all the time to solve all your problems. And, when your life is not 100% where you want it to be, you're considering that a problem. And so you're constantly solving it. But this method of using our brains and letting them go wild and just run free with their thoughts is really dangerous. And I think that this is coming up with my current dosage because when I got on my medication, my brain was like this. It was nonstop. It would not be quiet. And I was trying all the mindfulness meditation techniques and everything to shut it the heck up, but it wasn't working. And I was going crazy. I mean, I was unable to do anything. I went catatonic because my brain was so tired that I couldn't even feel anything anymore. And I was shutting down. I wasn't able to get any of my assignments done when I was in school and all this stuff. And it was terrible. And I'm realizing, all this brain power that is going towards these repeating loop thoughts, that most of which are doing nothing productive for me. My brain power could be used for, reaching enlightenment and things that I actually really do care about. And that is it's not something that I want. And I trust me, I've been trying to shut it up and make it be quiet and bring it and rein it in. But the whole thing with this reducing the dosage is that I understand that as I am taking down these walls, these barriers that I've put up, I have to confront again the place that my mind was in when I got on this prescription medication in the first place. And it's weird that as I'm saying that, I'm feeling shaky and, ironically enough, I'm at the house where I turned 18 in, the house where my mom and I moved after my parents got divorced when I was 16. And so I've come home for about a month just to sort of be here. And I also think that these thoughts coming up in this way that my mind is acting right now is a sort of byproduct of my environment. And to me, it's a blessing to have recognize these things. And I had somebody point out to me yesterday that I've been cussing a lot, which is not attractive and not energetically sound, and I wasn't even noticing it, and those are usually things that I'm pretty cognizant of when I'm speaking. So there are certain mind patterns coming up, and what is going to be really huge for me as I move forward and getting off this medication is finding those tools and those tricks that are reprogramming my brain. reprogramming, stepping in, saying, well, no, we're not going down that logic path. We're not going to go into this loop. We are going to shift up our attention to something else. We're going to become present again, because really that's what is happening, is I'm not being present because my brain is like just taking over. And interestingly enough, a friend brought up to me the hypothesis that a lot of people are getting Alzheimer's and dementia because their brains, they have completely gone awry to the point where they're not in control of them anymore. And that's what they're doing, is they are just going numb in the brain, because those patterns, it's basically like grooves in a record. If you just keep letting it go and go and go, eventually it's in there, and it's deep, and it's a chasm. So the beautiful thing is we can rewire our brains, but it takes constant vigilance, and I almost feel like I'm starting over again when it comes to my mindfulness, which, is fine, because I realize now that with the level of awareness that I have, and the amount of work that I've done in all aspects of my life, including spiritual, I'm ready to take on more deep practices to be initiated in higher realms of consciousness. I'm ready for that, and fortunately I've manifested a beautiful human being who has opened up those gates for me. And so in many ways, manifestation is an action, and I know for a fact that I can overcome these thoughts that are happening, and I can be in control of my brain and my mind and have clarity, because really that is the goal. It's clarity, complete clarity. Open that third eye, let it flow, let the light be, let me just live in this world and be present and be 100% myself, because I'm not 100% myself when I'm lost in thoughts that are driving me absolutely bonkers. So that's the 62.5 milligram summary. As of now, I think it would be wise to stay on this for a little bit longer until I perhaps start my Nature Connected coaching program, which I'm going to be doing in Boulder in a few weeks here. And a lot of that life coaching, nature connection practice is awareness and brain reprogramming. And there are a lot of dogs coming outside right now. So we're going to let that just come to pass. And at this point, I am going to just sort of let go of the control that I have over my entire life, and have faith, and pet a puppy. Or not, whatever. Rejected. I really don't like dogs that much. Alright, well, thank you for listening. I will keep you updated, and thank you so much for watching. Visit the site, ethereal-ecology.com. Follow me on Facebook. Do all the cool things. Alright, love you. Bye.